Hey guys. Hey guys, Ryan here. It's 2:00 on Tuesday, and I am going to be talking about what I normally talk about on Tuesday, which is setting up conversational AI agents and actually setting up agentic operations agents. In other words, agents that can get work done for your business. And it's really easier now than ever before. So if you're a business owner, what you're able to do is you're able to create an AI digital employee that can perform the work of the employees that you've had in your business for years. And that's a really big advantage, because what that does is it frees up those employees that have been doing work for you. Maybe if you're an attorney, it could be a case manager, and what their what their workflow is. And I'll show you how you can set this up in Claude Code very easy, or even in Cowork in really a matter of minutes to augment or add to what your employees are doing right now, whether you're a service-based business or you're an attorney. You're able to set up an AI agent that can do the job of that case manager, for example, or that intake specialist. If you're an attorney, or if you're in a service-based business, that could be the person that is, identifying, who's going to be going to the next job, based on where the job's at and who's available, basically triaging. So I got some people that are watching live on either X or YouTube or Facebook or LinkedIn. And I've got Sean actually in the backstage. I'm going to add him in 1 second. If this is your first time, again, my name is Ryan. I'm the founder of DIY AI, and also I've created another company that helps implement agents for businesses, which is what I'm going to be talking to Sean about today. He's set up a conversational AI agent business himself, and the next step is really not just answering the phone for businesses with digital employees, but actually getting work done, whether that's bookkeeping, whatever. Like I said before, it could be any job that a human's doing that is done on a computer. And it could be any part of your normal workflow that you have in your business. So I'm the founder of DIY AI, and also Accelerate Marketing, which is a digital marketing agency. It's been around for about 20 years. We've helped thousands of businesses throughout the world for, like I said, the past 20 years, to help them optimize their Google service ads, Google business profile pages. And, I founded DIY AI about 3 years ago to solve the number one problem that I've seen, which is just getting the phone answered by business owners or their intake, and leveraging AI to do that. So that's what AI agents can do, and that's what they've been doing for the past 3 years. Now they're taking on a more central role in businesses, and that's what I'm going to be talking to Sean about. And that's what I put in the title and the 3 topics that we're talking about today, to really go into these agents and what they are. So if you have any questions, just post them from wherever you're watching this. You can go to DIYAI.ai. You can also go to our school community. It's free. It's school.com/DIYAI. And then you can text us or call us at 561-861-3238. And we'll go through the topics and see what questions Sean has. Sean, what's going on?
What's up, Brian?
How's it going?
Well, what's going great? I was just watching Egypt almost beat Argentina in the World Cup, and Argentina scored 3 goals in 5 minutes. and
Oh my
won
gosh.
the last minute. Oh, anyway,
No
sorry.
way. Oh my gosh. Wow. I didn't see that. If Argentina was out, how's Portugal doing?
Portugal got out yesterday. So all the teams we were rooting for, Brazil, Portugal, and Argentina, are now out. So,
Well, Argentina said it's still in, right?
I mean, I'm sorry, Brazil, Portugal, and the U.S.
Oh yeah.
So
I know.
anyway,
Yep. I know. So, so how are things going with the agents? With your conversational.
I'm making a lot of progress. I think I've got a few different AI voice agents demos ready. So I have 3 that I've been showing around. One is in Portuguese. It's a woman for like a restaurant, and the other one is actually a medical office demo. And then the other one is one that I set up that can switch over seamlessly from Portuguese into English as well. I'm still showing them around, but what I've been really waiting for is I'm really having I'm a lot of doors are being shut in my face. Like, people are just not very tech savvy here, and it's like they don't want to be tech savvy.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm facing. However, I don't know if I told you I'm joining this thing. Do you know what Business Network International is?
Yeah, BNI.
BNI. Okay, so there's a local chapter here, and I'm joining, and that's going to be really sort of key in getting me in front of a lot of different businesses, because once you join, it's a little local group, right? I mean, there's 25 people in it, but once you get in, you have access to their entire platform. So I have access to all of the world, right? Anybody who's a BNI member, I can access and talk to, and they basically, by the rules, they have to talk to me. So what I've been doing is, been preparing like an actual presentation to put in front of people. And by the way, what I've really been doing, thanks to you, is I've been expanding what I think my offering could be. And it's not just voice AI agents. I've really been spending today looking at doing review monitoring. That's a big deal, especially for tourist-facing businesses here in Portugal.
Yeah.
To be able to monitor the reviews in real time and have AI post responses, immediately, and do that. So I'm working on building that and adding that into sort of my products, so it can be, websites, it's AI voice agents, it's AI chat agents, and now it's AI monitoring of what they call reputation, business reputation monitoring. And
that's awesome.
And those are kind of the foundation that I'm going to be really moving forward on. And just one last anecdote. So I had to take my car to get inspected just a couple days ago, and I made my appointment online, right? And I went to the place to get my car done. There's like 20 people in line, first thing to get their cars inspected. And the doors open at 9 o'clock, and the lady opens up and goes, "Who here made their appointment online?" I was the only one.
No way.
I was the only one out of 20 people.
Oh my gosh.
It's like,
yeah,
the engagement of people here and to adapt technology is so far behind.
Yeah. That's Europe in general. I mean, I was talking to Aranza. The U.S. is definitely way different. It's a lot different than most European countries. But then you've got like China and Japan that I think are even further along than we are. I mean, they're having Starbucks delivered by drones, for God's sake. I mean, it's like, that's even like, we think of ourselves as being technically savvy, but I mean, that's standard for them. I mean, I was watching a YouTube video of a guy that had a blanket and a pillow delivered to him in his Tesla outside in a parking lot. in 10 minutes in China, like in 10 minutes, like in downtown China. You just ordered something on, online and because he was going to sleep in his brand new Tesla that you can't get in the US. It's the YL. It's it's the long version of the Y, whatever, Tesla. So it's higher and longer, so you can sleep inside of it. So he was going to test it out in China, and he needed a blanket and a pillow. And sure enough, at like 10 o'clock at night, somebody delivered a pillow to him in 10 minutes from when he ordered it.
Oh my gosh.
So
yeah, I guess my questions to you are, how best to implement these things. Is there something else that's sort of, knowing that companies here, this is like their first foray into AI, they're really afraid of it still.
Yeah.
And I'm trying to just kind of go kind of baby steps and introduce and show them what it can really do to help them.
Yeah,
and it seems like those two things are very sort of easy to implement. They're not like getting too far into their own sort of administration and books and things like that. It's just sort of an assistant to.
Well, I mean, what system are you using to send? So for the reviews, that's a great strategy, because that's the one common thread that every business has got, is that they all need to get reviews online. And I think they all understand that that's part of the game. So what I would do if I were you, Sean, and you don't even have to talk to them about tech stuff. I would actually not talk to them about tech stuff. I would say, look, you understand how important it is to get reviews, because that's how people find you online. For God's sakes, they're not that far behind. That people, they understand hopefully that people are looking on their phone and they're trying to find their business by, going and looking at restaurants in Obidos, for God's sakes. I mean, like, let's just at least make sure that we're on the same page with that. So, okay. Then just talk to them from that standpoint and say, look, you need to get reviews. You need to get reviews. I can help you get more reviews, and I'll take care of responding to reviews for you. Would that help you? And again, Sean, I would say the thing that I would really encourage you to do is find out what the pain point is. You want to be giving them a painkiller and not a vitamin. You want to give them, you want to solve the pain, and not something that's just like, I'll take my vitamin, but sometimes I forget, and because if they forget to take their vitamin, they're going to forget to they're going to forget to pay you 1 month, and we want to make sure that it's a painkiller, because they're going to remember to pay Sean every month, because they're getting so much value, because the pain is that great. And so that's what I would really ratchet down on, is like, what is that thing that that you need to do and you're not doing it because you don't have time or whatever? And then don't talk to them about the technology. Just solve it for them. Use AI to solve it, whether that's reviews, responding to reviews. It's a pretty good bet that that's going to be their issue. Now, the question is are you using Go High Level? Are you, what system are you using to help a business get reviews? Because, I started 15 years ago. One of the first things that I offered was review. So it's not just review reputation management, meaning helping businesses get more reviews. It's actually reputation marketing. So it's one thing to get reviews, but it's another thing to actually, because I always like to say a review is only as good as the number of people that see it. So if you got a review and people are only seeing it on your Google Business Profile page, that's the great thing about some of the best review platforms, is they've got ways to post those reviews on the business's social media, on autopilot, for example. And they have a way to post those reviews on their website, for example. Just like you'd have a chat widget, instead of that chat widget there, you've got like a review widget, and it's got like a carousel of the reviews that are on that you get. So you're not only getting reviews, but you're marketing. It's two different offerings. It's reputation management and marketing. Now, this was what we call a blue ocean opportunity 15 years ago. Now it's red ocean. There's a lot of blood in the water. There's a lot of different competitors. But good news is that you're in a market where you got a blue ocean, because the sharks haven't made it over to Portugal yet. I mean, like, you don't have, and you've got a lot of vendors that offer solutions. For God's sakes, even, the SaaS that we've created gets reviews, and it does it through texting and emails. Those are the two different. If they've got an email list and they've got a list of cell phone numbers, then you can effectively do a blast at one time to help them get reviews. And typically you'll get about a 1% to 2% opt-in rate, meaning for every 100 you send out, you'll get 1 or 2 reviews. Call it 2 reviews. Texting is better than email. Go High Level is one of the systems. There's also another system called Podium. There's Bird Eye. There's, our system, for example. There's so many different systems that you can use. Go High Level is going to be like $400 to $300 for a white label account, and then
Lost you.
Hey, Sean, you there?
Yeah, I just you're frozen. There you are. Do you hear me?
Can you hear me?
I hear you. Yep.
Okay. Yeah. So that's what I would do. We just lost power here. I don't know what happened, but anyway, that's what I would do, is just set up a system for getting reviews. But again, start with the end in mind. What's the pain point, And that's a really good segue to talk about, like, what the topics were for today, which really is to, like the title says, the $0 server AI operations stack. Run your business on your laptop, or on a laptop. And the description is, of what I wanted to talk about. There's 3 different topics. One is, basically, like, how do you use Claude Code or Anthropic's LLM to do what I stated, because there's agent operations, which is basically the recurring back office workflows, which would include, like, lead intake, follow-up, meeting prep, outreach, reporting. All that recurring back office workflow stuff can be handed to an agent, in order to have them, be completed. And so that might be what some of these guys have the biggest need for. It might be follow-up. It might be, meeting prep. It might be outreach. It might be reporting. And I just created a new website using Anthropic's Fable 5, called agentoperations.ai.com, where, we basically just talk about creating agents that are where we price the agents like labor, like what it would cost to have a human do that job. And so anyway, so that's I'll show you, like, what that looks like and what you can do, and like how easy it is to set this stuff up in Claude Code. I'm going to show my screen here in 1 second. Are you familiar with this stuff though? Are you like what, like how to set this stuff up, or like in Claude Code, or no?
I mean, no,
Okay.
but I mean, I never have, but
Okay. Yeah, let me show you. So, okay, so browse. Let me see. Show you. I think I showed you last time, but let me show you again. Okay, so I'm going to show my screen. Okay. Let me know when you can see it. Okay. You can see my screen, yeah?
yep.
Okay. There we go. You back? Okay, good. I think you are. Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, cool. So if you go to here to Claude Code, so at the top you can go to either chat, co-work, or code, and then you go to customize, and then go down here to plugins, and then go here to browse. You can see that Anthropic's created a lot of specific plugins based on what your needs are. So one is productivity, another one is sales, small business, marketing. You got another one for Asana, specifically PDF viewer. But what's interesting is if there's some that are specific to certain verticals, like legal. Look at this. Speed up contract review, NDA triage, and compliance workflows for in-house legal teams. Draft legal briefs. I mean, if I was an attorney, holy shit. Like I would just this is pretty amazing. I'm not saying to just rely on, on AI and Anthropic to just draw up your entire, just to do your job for you. But at least what you can do is set up a workflow so that if somebody, for example, comes in through intake, which could be done by AI, the AI can handle the call, qualify the person, the AI can sign them up. Once it's got all the information, it can then do legal research and contract review and do all that without the human even knowing what's going on. All this stuff can be done in the background, and then the AI is in the loop once the case is signed and once the AI has actually drawn up, some of the legal documents. And then the AI person just has to, or the legal person, all they have to do is just make sure that everything is done correctly. And then you've got for example, IP legal. So this is for the intellectual property legal guys. And then you've got commercial legal. And then you've got legal builder hub. So finds, evaluates, and installs community legal skills. Product legal. So this is for product, product, corporate legal, legal clinic, litigation legal. So this is for, personal injury attorneys, employment legal, privacy legal, AI government legal, regulatory legal. I mean, very specific. And
that's in code. Let me look in code. But which version are you using? Are you using Fable 5 though?
No, I'm just. This is right. It doesn't matter what version of what large language model you're using at all. Briefs cases, builds outlines, runs bar prep sessions tuned to your jurisdiction grades, reviews vendor agreements, NDAs, SaaS subscriptions, review product launches against your risk calibration. Answer to there's so much that you can do here. I would like to. There was one here that was like a case a lot of these attorneys, they have like case managers. And so, I mean, they'll have like 4 or 5 case managers. They've got an AI plugin specifically for case managers to do all the work that case managers do. So I wanted to find that one though. Let me see, because it was really, and this is just the attorney stuff. I didn't even look at like there's different partners. I think this is, let me see here. Yeah. So here's some of the different integrations that they've got with different partners like Airtable. So they're building this out every day more and more to make it so that if you have a specific, for example, partner software that you're using, it might be Asana, it might be Azure, it might be, look at all these specific integrations they've got and plugins they've got created for all of these different types of CRMs and softwares. And then you've also got these build outs that would help you accomplish whatever it's saying in here in terms of these these plugins are created for. So I think it's just I'm sure there's probably something like there's one for finance, data visualization. Let's see, there was one. I don't know if there's any for like restaurants, but there is for just small business in general, and specifically for like productivity and marketing and sales in general. So that's very interesting. So I would encourage you to like go to these plugins, connect them, and then look at what they do. Like this shows you all of the different skills that you can implement. So each skill is like a prompt. So it's a preset prompt. And there's connectors that are built in to these skills like QuickBooks, PayPal, HubSpot, Google Calendar, Gmail, Slack, Intercom, Shopify. These all of these connectors allow your Claude, which could be, you could be using any model, to do like more things for the business, because hopefully the business is using QuickBooks. They might be using HubSpot as their CRM. Surely they're probably using Google Calendar or Gmail or Slack, which, by the way, one of the integrations that they just set up is that you can now pull your agent into your Slack conversations. And it's basically the agent learns about your company because it's like they're an extra employee inside of your Slack communications. That's a big deal, because before, the only way that you could communicate with the agent was through a prompt. And then it became like agent harnesses. And then now you can actually bring the agent into your business now. And they can see the agent can see all the communications that are happening inside of that business. So it learns about your business. And for some people, this can be a little bit scary because, it learns about your business. So if Anthropic or Claude ever goes down and you've got this, you build a reliance on this agent, then you could be very reliant on one particular platform. This is one of the reasons why I like using agent harnesses like Hermes agent, because it's agent, or it's model agnostic, meaning it doesn't matter which large language model it uses. It's still going to do for you what you need it to do. So if Anthropic went down tomorrow, and I just look at the large language model as the electricity, whether it's Fable 5 or it's Opus or it's ChatGPT 5.5 or 5.4, or if it's, Google, it doesn't matter. They're all just different versions of electricity. Some are faster electricity, some are slower electricity. Obviously, like Fable 5 is going to be really fast electricity. But what I like to be agnostic to any one platform, so that if one platform goes down tomorrow, I can easily switch to another one, and I can have my whole company run by that one, by that replacement platform. So I'm not so dependent, for example, on Codex or Claude Code or any one of these large language models, like OpenAI or Anthropic or whatever. But this is why these companies are, have these valuations, is because they're going to start being, if somebody just uses Claude Code, which a lot of people are going to do that. I mean, and rightfully so, because it's easy. And most likely, is Anthropic going to go anywhere? No, they're not. But what Anthropic's going to learn, they're going to get a lot of business data really quick. So those are I just wanted to show you, those are, some of the tools that you can use in order to add value outside of just, gathering reviews and, responding to reviews. But does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I've still got a lot to learn.
Yeah.
I've still got a lot to learn. What I learned today is here the most important review platforms are Google and Facebook.
Yes.
Travel Advisor's pretty good, but Travel Advisor apparently is very difficult to get integration with.
Yeah.
Here, anyway, in Portugal. So, yep. Apparently it's pretty easy to get in and monitor.
Yeah. I would use something. This is a tool that I like. I've used for 15 years. It's called Bright Local. They have a review platform that you might like. It's very simple to use. They'll let you do an email blast if you want to, or even a text blast. And the thing I like about them is they've got this report that they've done every year for the past 10 years. Hold on. And it's reputation. Let's see, where is that? Here it is. Local Consumer Review Survey. This will give you so much. Oh my God, 16 years. Sorry. So much insight. This is, they started doing this when I started, working with them. But you can see there's a lot of really good data here that will help you understand more about how to help these businesses, because it helps you understand what really matters and what really moves the needle for businesses. Does that make sense?
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to check it out.
Yeah. That report's done every year. I think it was just done recently and updated. It gives really good data, really good information. Star ratings and recency matters more than ever. Consumers now expect higher star ratings and fresh reviews, with a sharp increase in customers only using businesses with 4.5 plus stars. Wow. This is what you'd expect. This is what the way to read reviews is changing fast. Consumers are looking beyond text reviews, with AI tools like ChatGPT surging into third place for local business recommendations. Wow. Reviews get consumers moving, but not always to checkout. Some are ready to buy, while most fans fan out to websites, social needs, and other platforms for reassurance. Silence speaks volumes. Slow or generic review responses are increasingly seen as a red flag. This is why responding is so important. I interviewed him years ago, Miles. He's a cool guy. Okay.
Yeah, man. Got that.
Yeah. So I hope that helps. And, makes sense. I think that that'll really help you understand like what really matters now. That review survey is like really good, data. There's some good data points in there.
Excellent.
Yeah. So that's really it. If you guys have any questions, let me know. You can go to our website, like I said, at diyai.ai. You can go to our school community. It's free, school.com/DIYAI. And then also you can go to, you can call or text us. Any other questions, Sean? Or
No, I got tons of them, but
no, go ask.
I gotta go. No, not now. No. I won't.
Oh,
That's
okay. All right. Well, have fun trying to, communicate with the Portuguese team over there.
I'm working on it.
Okay.
I'm a little more optimistic about working with BNI companies because they're, at least the companies that participate are companies that care about growing enough to at least be members of BNI.
Yeah.
Right? So they're looking to grow their business, to network and do stuff. So I'm not just cold calling, just walking into restaurants, which has just been kind of a bummer. But
yeah, I mean, and you can present, and when you present, you're going to get feedback from more people, which is nice.
Yeah, absolutely.
They'll give you honest feedback. And I used to go to BNI here in Jupiter. Like we had them I did, even like Toastmasters was also kind of a networking group. But BNI was great. They meet at the golf club there in Abacoa. And you have to present. I mean, it's great. I mean, they really like, they
oh yeah.
Yeah, so it's
a little, but yeah, I mean, it's a little weird, but I went to one meeting, I got invited, and now I'm going through the membership process and all that. But
I know.
But I mean, even like the woman who was interviewing me is like going, oh my god, like she's a has a little accounting firm and does small business accounting and finance, and she's like, oh my god, like I know so many. My clients are restaurants, they're property managers,
Nice.
they're Airbnb owners, they are like exactly like just my clients. She goes, I can introduce you to 10 people like right now. I can put you in front of it. I'm like, okay,
Nice.
well. So I think once I get in there, I'll be moving.
Yeah.
Hopefully make some fucking money.
Right. Yeah, it takes time. I mean, once you get, the key is just getting your first client, and then even if you have to get them with, like offering them, a couple weeks for free in exchange, it's free with a caveat. There's always value exchanged. Otherwise, there's an imbalance. And so the catch, if they're, what's the catch? I mean, this is, it's like, hey, this is business. Like, okay, there's a non-written agreement that went, in business, when you get something, you give something, or give something, you get something. And so this is how business works. I don't know what else to say, the catch is that you get to leave a review for me. So the first thing I would do, Sean, is set up your own Google Business Profile page, because one of the things that people are going to ask you, especially if you're a review gathering business, where's your
reviews?
Yeah. So this is the number one thing. I mean, this is, we've been working on ours for 20 years. We've got almost, 600 5-star reviews over the past, 20 years. So, but what's the competition like in Obidos? I mean, I'm kind of curious, actually. So, reputation. This is bringing me back, man. Like going back to reputation management. It's so funny. OBI, DOS. Yeah. Reputation management services. Net rep, superior quality service. Build strength, list management. Bird eye. Those are paid, I think. All those are paid, sponsored. Ensign there we go. Top reputation management companies in Portugal. Discover all relevant reputation management companies in Portugal, including Customer Trust and Inbox Agency. Ensign. Top 10 best online reputation management in business in Lisbon. Yeah, so these are some things to look at, IOTA, One Fine, BNB, not many though. I mean, you could definitely rank for there's Nada Doro. Welcome to Nada Doro Management, Silver Coast, Portugal, a local company offering you reliable personal service with a smile. We manage all aspects of your holiday second home. Yeah, so there's nobody is really, there's not much competition. You've got a pretty, wide open opportunity there, to say the least. So that's good, because even Ensign it looks like it's top reputation management companies in Portugal. Inbox Agency in Oeiras, Portugal.
Oeiras
or whatever. Mind SEO. I don't know where they're at. M&A Creative, Portugal. Porto, Portugal. MOB. Yeah, nobody in Obidos. Maya, Portugal. RM Hub. RevShare. Yeah. Anyway, you've got an opportunity there. You could definitely, do some, good work there. And especially if you're in the, you're in that group, I would definitely create your own Google Business Profile page. That it's free, and businesses are going to ask if you have one, and then just create a, you know how to create a website. Just have
I already have one.
Okay, good. So just
but it's in Portuguese. But it's in Portuguese. But you can translate it, right?
Yeah. Where you
I'm pasting it too. Hold on.
Oh, in the private chat? Okay. Fancy. Ooh. Spencer-AI.netify.app. Nice.
Well, I know that's not the nicest, but it's the easiest way to just do it and without, getting the .com and getting a host, and it's free for now.
Yeah.
But see, on here you can test my, the AI agent.
Yep.
Push the button, see if it works for you. It says testar no computador, or I don't know. Did you?
Yep. Oh yeah. Ooh, fancy. Obrigado. Yeah.
Do you ask if it speaks English?
Hold on. Here's that website, by the way. I'll send it to you. Let me reload it. Oh, wait. Do you speak English? Oh, that's awesome. It's got a Portuguese accent speaking English. Did you notice that?
I know. It's the only way it can do it. That's right. And by the way, I just got the text saying I got a call. But like I said, it doesn't. You have to create two separate agents, and it has to switch over to one if you want it to be in native English.
Dude, I mean, they should be blown away by this. I mean, just having this chat widget on the website is next level. Like, and this, I mean, if you can demo that with people live, like from your website, I would just pay the extra money to get a domain, you know?
I just don't know if Spencer AI is the best name. You know what I mean? To
Yeah,
go down.
but just ask, you know, you know, give Claude this link and say, what do you think? What's a good name for the website? And just go buy it. $10, $15 a month, a year, $20 probably.
Yeah. Well, the problem is I've already made flyers and business cards for right now.
Oh, got it. Okay.
With the name, so
Okay.
I think I might be stuck with it just for a little while.
Okay.
But anyway,
cool. Looking good. I like it.
Thanks, man. Thanks for everything.
Yeah, man. I mean, you're cranking. This is good. I mean, it doesn't take much. I mean, just get an exchange, get that review, and make it. I would say that's the. I'll give you 2 weeks free. Just all I ask is that you give a review at the end of 2 weeks once, and then make sure that you agree upon what the goal is. What does a touchdown look like? And then once you get that, then they become a paying client, you know. So that's the key. So anyway, all right. Well, let me know. Man. Hit me up.
Okay.
Later. See ya. Good seeing you. Yep.